Look, you probably clicked on this video because you've been wanting to start vlogging or documenting your life. It's been on your mind for a while, but you keep brushing it off, acting like it's not something you actually want to do. And you tell yourself stuff like maybe tomorrow, or I'll wait till I get a camera, or honestly, just any other excuse you can come up with. Trust me, I know, because that was me. And sometimes it still is. But the thing that's going to separate you from where you are right now, the simplest answer is really just giving yourself grace and just starting. Because I feel like a lot of people think the hardest part about vlogging is the editing, or the camera, or the settings, or even learning how to talk on camera. But that's not the hardest part. The hard part is literally just starting.
First off, disclaimer, I'm sorry if this is a lot of noise in the background. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. There's a lot of wind, or not a lot of wind, but there's just a lot of noise outside. I'm on the balcony right now. As you guys saw, I'm about to grill on some pancakes, but as you guys saw from the title, I have been wanting to make this type of video for a while now. I first wanted to make sure that I myself was making cinematic content first before I wanted to push some stuff out. So I feel like right now is a good time for me to do it too. But as you guys know, this video is going to be about how I document my life and how I try to make my life look more cinematic than it really is. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am nowhere near a cinematographer or a filmmaker. Didn't go to school for film or for arts or anything. I went for a business degree and I got a degree in business and cybersecurity. So this is just purely off hobby. And I just like recording, I just like documenting my life. So basically I'm going to talk about what gear I use, my editing process, and just my approach of documenting my life or making a video that people actually want to enjoy and sit down and watch. But before we do all that, as you guys see, that I am in LA and I do have some people to see. So I'm about to go over, visit my cousin with my brother, and probably going to make some burgers. I know I'm just eating right now. Don't call me a big bag, I might be a big bag, but it is what it is. All right, at the end of the day, it is what it is. All right, we're going to continue. But for right now, let's go make some burgers. We're about to make some burgers. He's gonna tell me instructions of what to do. Guys, hopefully I don't fuck this up. All right. What we gotta do first, cameraman?
All right, we're gonna open this up. We're gonna open this up.
Okay. Bam, like that right there. Now look, you see that cut right there?
Scoop all that out and put it all in there.
Put it in here.
Don't get your hands dirty.
Come on, man. That's what we got gloves for, man.
Everything on there. I paid all that money for that shit.
Yo.
Put the plastic in there. I don't care. I want every piece of protein I can get.
Alright, hold on. Almost done. How's it looking, chef?
And the chef, you say yes, chef, no chef.
Wait, what?
Yes, chef, no chef.
Oh, yes, chef?
Yes, chef.
Alright, so we got some sea salt. Okay. We don't want too much sodium anymore. Okay.
Make sure she covered. Okay. Make sure you get the edges too. The edges need love.
Yeah, everybody needs love.
Yeah. Right now, you gonna hit with this one.
Woo!
Hit with this one. This one, a light.
Onion powder.
Onion powder. Oh, we're gonna use real onions, y'all. We just gotta get that.
You said light. You said light.
Light. All right, now the garlic. The final touch.
You gotta lock it. Gotta lock it. Look.
And then you're gonna flip. Yep.
Now it's time to do the garlic first. This is the stance that you have to have in order to cook good burgers, alright? Thank you. First, we're gonna do that. Yes, chef?
Yes, chef.
Sea salt! You see the level of concentration that you need to have? It has to be A1. You can't mess up. You know why? I got people to feed. Look at him. He's hungry.
And now you probably good. Now you're gonna Ball it all up.
Ball it all up.
I suck at this. I just got an F on this.
Nah. On the drill? On the drill.
What's the drill name? Skill move beginner. Hey, bro. Hey. Every does start with an L. This
I
nigga
don't
could.
know what I'm supposed to do around these things. Like,
That nigga, wash your hands, nigga. You got raw meat on your hands, man. You contaminating the kitchen. But you lucky raw. If this was chicken, I would have killed you. If this was chicken, I would have killed you. Cause nigga, salmonella, nigga.
Oh shit.
I'm cussing too much. You got me. Come on, just ball it all up, nigga. Just ball it all up. No, big one ball. One big everything.
Oh. But like we don't want to like mix it in though?
No, it's all in time. It's all in time, bro.
Alright.
You think Picasso just sit down with the art and just go? You know, you gotta.
Okay, yeah.
All right, nah, like $20 of meat in your hand.
You can't play with food, man. That's one rule.
Yeah. And then now
it's a cool ball though. Right?
Yeah, and then now you can smash it back up a little bit into the bowl. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay.
This nigga, he was asking me. God damn it. Relax,
bro.
Dinner will be served.
Bro.
Don't worry.
There should be a kitchen wall here.
There should be. Just imagine an imaginary curtain.
Yeah.
You got another plate though?
To
put these on. Guys, the trip in LA has been cool. I don't got a car though, so I'm probably gonna have to rent a car, go different places, you know, get some view spots, some hiking spots, some good food spots. Make my time in LA well spent, you know.
How do you respond to the questions of people saying you have given up on the Bay Area and to hell with the Bay Area from your quotes?
Now, who in the fuck said all that?
It was. I think Katie's burner.
Tell me. Katie's burner. Never in my life will I ever diss the Bay. I'm from the Bay through and through. As you guys saw in the last clip, I did not have any water to go with that burger. So, you know, I just came the next day to get some water. You know, I think that's how it works. But anyways, I think this is probably everybody's favorite part, the camera gear. Now, don't get too excited. My camera gear is not the best. I don't think it is the best. I just think it works very well for me. Now, the camera that I am shooting on, it is a Sony ZV-E10. I think this camera is really good for beginners like myself to get into cinematography or just vlogging in general. I think this camera is really good for still shots. I don't know about like moving the camera a lot if you have really steady hands, because I think one thing I found about this camera is the stability is not really good. There's a lot of shaky going on, especially when you want to like move the camera like this, it wobbles like this. So I don't know about that part of it. Of course, you have like the active stabilization, and of course it's gonna crop. I don't know what percent it's gonna crop your video, but it is gonna crop it a lot. That's why I do not use it. When I am out vlogging, not using a tripod or some still shots, I try to take that into consideration and really hold my camera like really steady, not do a lot of moving. But overall, I do love this camera. I think it comes around like $800, I think. I'm probably not gonna get another camera until I start making some money off of this camera and then get an FX3, because that is the main goal, or whenever they come out with a new one for the FX series. But yeah, that's the camera that I use, Sony ZV-E10. Now for the lens, as you guys see, this is a pretty wide angle. This is 11mm f1.8 lens that Sony provides. I think this is one of the greatest lenses ever. I may be biased, but I really do like this lens a lot. This was a game changer for my content. Before I was using the kit lens. Hold on, I'll show you guys. I was using this kit lens. This is the only lens that I have that zooms, all right? That is the lens that you are watching this video on. Everything that was recorded on this video has been from the 11mm lens. So you guys see how wide shots like it can get the whole room if it really wants to. Damn, this is a lot of dust. I haven't used this in a minute. But this is what I use when I want to get like close-up shots, because it can zoom up all the way to 50. As you can see, it says 16 to 50 millimeters. Hopefully it focused, but yeah, it can go all the way to 50. So that's what I'm gonna take. I don't have any other lenses, and I'm not gonna buy any lenses in the future. I mean, anytime soon. I'm gonna save up for the next one that I want is a 24-70 Sigma. I'm doing my research, and everybody says that is the main cinematic lens to go to, or the best one if you want to do like vlogging and cinematic content, which is exactly what I want to do. So I think that's gonna be the next purchase: lens and then camera. That's pretty much all I use for the gear. 2 lenses, a zoom lens, a fixed lens, 11mm that you're watching, and then my ZV-E10. Pretty much it. It's really simple. It's not big at all. When you put it together, it's not one of those big heavy setups that you're basically damn near like you feel like you're going to the gym doing arms or something like that. But this setup suffices for me personally at this point in my life. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be rocking with for a minute. If I ever get a purchase, trust me, you guys will be the first ones to know. You guys will see a drastic difference, I hope. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention is my mic. I do need to get mics. I've been saying this for years. Like, I don't even have a mic just to put on myself. I only have a shotgun mic. And I'm tired of shotgun mics, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a video micro too. It's cool. Maybe I'm not using it to the full potential as it should, because I lost the wind muffler. Now, if that makes a big difference, let me know. But yeah, every time I shoot outside and it's a little bit of wind, it picks it up. I have footage from this trip in LA that I cannot use because of the wind. And it was a great spot, great location. And I looked back at it when I was editing and I was like, damn, the fucking mic again. I have to get a mic. Maybe I might get one before I get home. I use a Video Micro 2 shotgun mic for all my videos, except the voiceovers, of course. I do those on my laptop. But yeah, anything else? Oh, yeah, tripod. Thank you for asking. To be honest, I just had this random one from Amazon. It is nothing basic. I mean, it is basic. It was like, what, $18 or $20 or something like that. Tripods to me don't really make that much of a difference as long as it's like look, it's not moving. So I have a long one, and then I have like a shorter one that's better for like when I'm taking it outside. Because if I bring the long one outside, nah, I ain't doing that. All right, that's too many eyes on me. Make sure if you do get tripods, I suggest getting just simple ones from Amazon. You don't have to buy the overpriced one that your famous influencer, whoever has, bro. To be honest, as long as it has it up and it's not moving, that's the main point of a tripod, right? Don't get it twisted. It's like a car, bro. Everybody wants these nice cars, brother. If you are not in the position to get a new car or to get the car that you want, just get a car that takes you from A to B. That's literally it. That's how I think about it for tripods. But don't get peer pressured into capitalism and consumerism. I'm telling you, you're going to want to do it, especially when it comes to this camera stuff and anything that has to do with content. People just spend. Save your money. That's good advice, right? Yeah. Hopefully you run with it. With all that being said, the final question, does camera gear matter? I would say to an extent. To an extent, I think camera gear does matter. As cliche as it sounds, start with your phone. I'm literally telling you, start with your phone. Your phone has all the capabilities, especially now with this Blackmagic camera app, I think that's what it's called. You can shoot and log. Literally, you don't need a camera these days. You don't need a freaking camera. Stop spending your money on a camera. You have your iPhone, whoever the hell, Android, I'm sorry, I don't know if that works for Android, but all the people I know carry iPhones, so I'm speaking to the iPhone users right now. If you have an iPhone, you have the ability to make fire content. But there's plenty of videos on TikTok out there that literally show you how to use the Blackmagic camera app and the settings that you should have. Just copy those settings, go out and film your own content, learn how to, I'm gonna talk about my editing process and what I use for color grading and stuff like that. And how I learned, TikTok and YouTube. Those two are basically two separate schools, all right? Just think of it as Harvard and Yale. Do you know how much information there is on both of those platforms? It's ridiculous. So you have no excuse to not make content, especially if you have a phone, okay? So that's your camera. Your phone is your camera. Camera gear, it doesn't really matter. To be honest, yeah, I changed my answer. Camera gear doesn't really matter, to be honest. Now, if you want to go the professional route, okay, obviously. But a lot of people don't want to do the professional route. They just want to document their life, just how I'm doing. Now, with all that being said, it is currently 3:05. 3:05. It's time for me to go to the gym. Yo, one thing about me, if I don't go to the gym after like 3 days, I feel disgusting. Like, I actually feel disgusting. I don't know how people don't go to the gym, but that's just me. I grew up in sports, so I guess that's just in my brain now. So let's go to the gym, and then after that, we'll dive into my editing process and color grading. That's pretty simple too. All right, let's go. Guys, if you guys hear any music, that is the gym playing the music. I can't control that volume, but I'm going back and forth between lenses because, like I said, this was a fixed lens, and for more cinematic shots, I use the other lens that I brought. I think this one is more clear. In my opinion, I can see it through the camera, but that's besides the point. We're doing back and bicep today, as you guys may have guessed. So I did finish my pull-ups. I do 3 sets, and then I do the last set really, really slow, just to get like my back more activated. But now we're going into what is this called again? Lat pull downs. I think it's lat pull downs, or y'all know what I mean. But we got lat pull downs right now, and then after these ones, then I switch it to this, the closer grip ones, so it gets more of like my mid back. I feel my mid lower back. Excuse me. Do you mind at all? You don't? Okay, sure. Then I'll probably go into biceps, to be honest, either with the cable rows, or to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me. They all hit the same thing. So first we're gonna hit these ones, and then, yeah, see where we go from there. Back in the same spot. The gym went really, really good. I met a dude in there who was pretty chill. Just asked me what I was doing, and then he works in sports. I think in sports broadcasting, which is, I think, is pretty cool. You never know who you can run to or what doors might open for you. So just always bring that camera and don't be afraid to shoot, to be honest. Back to my editing process. There's not much I can really say when it comes to editing. It's too personal. I think editing is more of like a personal experience. It depends on what video you want to make. I think generally cinematic videos that you see are more on the slow side. I mean, you can still see cinematic videos that are still like fast, of course, but I think generally it's on the slow side. I think due to like movies, cinematic movies are mostly slow. They give time in the shots and the angles that they show us. And I think that comes a factor when editing as well. So it's all about pacing. For example, everybody knows David Dobrik and everybody knows his vlogging area, right? I wouldn't call it fast cuts. Fast cuts, what I think of is like, you know, the TikTok edits that just go. What he did was whenever someone would talk, and let's say, for example, okay, I'm talking about cinematic editing right now. So cinematic editing is a good See, like that part where I said he would cut that out, right? Just so he doesn't lose his audience and lose like attention span, because that's what his audience is. I think when people click onto a cinematic video, they already have like, in a sense, like, okay, it's gonna be on a slower side, and you can allow yourself to really think of the things that you're gonna say. And I think that builds more of a connection to the person that's watching your video, because they really see that you're really thinking about, okay, what am I gonna say? What value am I gonna add? I think that's the main difference in editing. If that all makes sense, I think it all comes down to pacing, to be honest. If you wanna tie into color grading, okay, then that's a whole separate topic. But I'm talking about the separate cuts that you have to make in the video. It varies completely. When it comes to color grading, I'm still a beginner in color grading. I use somebody else's. I use a thing called Powergrades. Now, I think Powergrades, whoever came up with Powergrades and LUTs and all that, they are geniuses, all right? I use Powergrades, and the specific one that I use, I'm not gonna tell you. The specific one that I use is, I think his name is Gakuyen, the Odyssey Powergrade. I think that's what it's called. I just plug and play that. It's basically a plug and play. It's basically like a LUT, to be honest. And you just have to tweak them based on where you're at, based on the scenery. Of course, the lighting plays into a factor as well. If at this point in my content career, I am using Powergrades. Maybe when I have more experience, I'm gonna try to make my own, try to color grade from scratch. It's basically an investment, bro. If you're shooting in log, because that's what I shoot in, coming out of the camera in post-production, it's gonna be gray, right? Instead of you doing all that, if you want to though, by all means, go for it. I think I'm gonna choose the Powergrade route. It's a lot quicker, a lot faster. So if you wanna save time, just make that investment like I did. How much was it? I think it was like $40. And it's been working out for me. I really like the content. I really like the finishing product of my videos. When it comes down to angles, for cinematic content, you have to mix it up. You can't just use A-roll, like talking stuff all the time. That's why I've been mixing in like me going to the gym, or when I was cooking burgers, I make sure I had like some B-roll to go with it. So I think close-ups, wide shots, just make sure you mix it up. I think the rule is you have the basic three, right? You have the wide shot, medium shot, and close shot. I think it's pretty standard, but what I like to usually do is whenever I go to place new or try to change up the scenery, I make sure to get a wide shot so the audience like knows where I'm at. Like sometimes get a medium shot, and then I get like a close-up shot. All those different things add like a layer to your content, and I think that's what makes it fire. And also, one thing that I'm trying to get into more is adding more layers into a single shot. I'm sure you guys have seen videos where the subject is probably like in the middle, like in where I am right now, and then you have something, an object closer, and that object is blurred out, right? So it adds more layers to the video. I don't incorporate that as much as I need to. So I think that's one thing that I want to work on, just so it adds more flavor, just adds more like movie-esque type of vibe to my videos, because that's what I want it to be at the end of the day. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my editing process, color grading, angles, how I go into a video, what I want to work on. Yeah, but with all that being said, I think in a few hours, we're probably gonna go get dinner and then see where the night takes us. So I don't even know where we're going. I can't tell you, you're just gonna have to watch. Probably gonna chill out for a little bit and then head out. So yeah, let's go get some dinner. What's good, y'all? I'm at Runyon Canyon Park. It's one of the places that I can get views of the city and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different trails that you can go on. It just like branches off on different ways. But yeah, this concludes the end of the vlog. Thank you guys for watching. This wasn't as cinematic as my other vlogs. I'm gonna work on getting more cinematic shots, but I also want to talk to you guys to let you guys know about me. And vice versa. So I don't know, y'all. A lot of people say that they don't want to live in LA. The main thing that I hear people saying that they don't want to live to LA is, or the main reason is just the people. I mean, if you have your set of friends, LA is a great place to live, especially a person that wants to do like content. If any of you guys want to like make videos or anything, more opportunities here. There's no other place besides here in New York. I'm a West Coast kid, so I'm gonna stay close to home, but I suggest every single one of you guys to just spend a day by yourself. Just get into random stuff, go on a hike. Like I just went to go eat, finished up my work, and then now I'm here. So that's pretty much it. As always, peace, love, stay safe, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this view one last time, and then I'm gonna get going.